Steenhuisen ingena. Halala, John Steenhuisen, halala. Phambili, John Steenhuisen, phambili. Viva the next president of South Africa, John Steenhuisen, viva. Amandla. Amandla. Gena, Johnny, gena. Gena, tia, gena. Pata, tia, pata. Tata, John, tata.
Viva DA, viva! Sanibonani! Moweni! Oh, ngiyajabula namhlanje. Ngiyajabula, ngithanda ama-Democrats. Kakhulu! It's a good day to be a Democrat today, and it's a good day to be a member of the Democratic Alliance. And it's a good day because if that message doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. Because what our country needs more than anything right now is hope. Our country is drowning in despair. 30 million of our fellow men and women live in poverty. 84 of our fellow men and women are murdered every single day. We are drowning in a cost of living crisis where our families can no longer afford to put food on the table. We are drowning in an unemployment crisis where over 40% of people who want to work in our country cannot find a job. We are drowning in a crisis of youth unemployment, where 7 out of 10 of our young people in our country cannot get a job. And it breaks my heart to see our graduates not leading companies, not in employment, but standing at traffic lights, begging for work. In what country in the world do young people and young graduates have to stand at a traffic light to beg for work? Something is wrong in South Africa. Something is very wrong in South Africa. And what's wrong in South Africa is the ANC. That's what's wrong in South Africa. And it's time for us to stand up and tell it like it is, no matter how uncomfortable that truth may be for some. That if we don't fire the ANC, they're going to fire our country as a whole. That we cannot find work in our country until we put the ANC out of work. That we will never have power in our homes and in our economy and in our businesses if we don't cut the ANC's power on the 29th of May. And are we ready to do that? Are we ready to do that? Are we ready for a DA-led government? I know that I am, because let me tell you, as much as what is wrong in South Africa, I know that it can be fixed with everything that is right in South Africa. And what is right is the South African people who are hungry for change. What is right is our business leaders who want a government that's going to work with them to create millions of jobs. What is right is our public servants who want to do an honest day's work and who want to be able to make this country work. What is right are the brave policemen and women who say no to corruption and no to bribes and want to put criminals in jail where they belong. That's what's right with South Africa. And we're going to fix what's wrong by doing what is right. And what is right by the people is making a case to them why in this election, no matter all the noise, no matter all the posters on the polls, no matter all the ranting and raving, no matter all these promises that are being told, there's only one thing you need to know in this election, that it is a simple choice for you as a South African. And that simple choice is between a doomsday coalition with the ANC, the EFF, and now MK, that will see chaos and suffering and more hunger and poverty for our nation. Or you can choose a multi-party charter with a strong DA at the heart of it, that's going to create jobs, that's going to fix our hospitals, that's going to put men and women on the street to keep you safe, that will root out the corruption so that we've got public servants who work for you and not against you. That is what we're going to do. And so in this election, I have a message for you. If you are a mother sitting at home, worrying right now about how you're going to put dinner on the table for your young children this evening. If you are a father and a husband who's lost their dignity because they haven't been able to find work to provide for their families, I have a message for you. If you are a young person who hasn't worked since you left school or university, I have a message for you. If you are a cancer patient in a state hospital, wondering if this government's ineptitude is going to condemn you to death or whether you're going to get better, I have a message for you. If you're a young school student in a school where your teacher's off at union meetings rather than in the classroom teaching you, I've got a message for you. And that message is contained in that advert. And that message is simple. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Because in 49 days' time, we're going to have a new government, a blue government, a government that cares for the people, a government that spends money on the people, not against them, a government that works for you, not against you, a government that creates jobs, a government that can heal the sick, a government that can make sure our children have a future. And the only way you can have that government is by making sure that you vote for the Democratic Alliance as a strong, stable anchor. And my final message is this, because it's the essential message of this advert, is that no matter how small this government has made you feel, no matter how much dignity this government has taken away from you, no matter how much suffering this government have put you and your family under, I want you to stand tall and stand big, because on election day, the most powerful tool that you have is your vote. And use that vote to stand up. Just one vote in the city of Cape Town, just 42 votes in Umgeni municipality got Chris Pappas and his government over the line. And in this election, there is too much at stake to stay at home, and in this election, every single vote will count. And you want to know why every single vote's going to count? Because Democrats, we are just there. You saw the polls. You saw the polls. Senzene Kangan. We are there. 49 days, we are there. So let's go out there and make it happen on the 29th. Let's rescue our people. Let's liberate our people. And let's work for everybody.
Oh, Satya was Assam, Becho. Assam, Becho. Assam, Becho.